Hello, good morning. Thank you so much for joining the webinar today. I'm Siva Devaki from MassMailer. Today I'm going to talk about the Google Analytics UTM parameter support in MassMailer templates. So if you ever wanted to track the performance of your campaign, especially in Google Analytics, we do have a way to do that. Just want to kind of explain how it works. It's quite simple, no rocket science as such. So let's take a look at it. So why do we use this Google Analytics UTM parameters? Very simple reason. You just want to track the performance of your campaign or the content. That's the reason why you would do that. And again, we're not really getting into Google Analytics, setup and everything. All we are looking at it is when you're sending out emails from MassMailer, if you have links to the content, meaning in your content, if you have certain links or buttons, and somebody clicks on those buttons or links, and you should be able to track it on your Google Analytics, provided those links are going to your website, because you must have integrated your website with Google Analytics, and you can track all those clicks, and you can figure out, okay, how many people are actually coming from the email campaign that you're sending. So that's the basic theory behind this and the concept. And then again, it's quite simple. If you ever done MassMailer setup, setting up this thing is quite easy. So if you wanted to use custom UTM parameter values, again, if you're not aware of Google Analytics UTM parameters values, so there are three main things that we track, that is UTM source, UTM medium, and UTM campaign. So these are the three parameters that we actually track on your campaign. So if you wanted to have custom something like this, right, where you have UTM source, you're just saying, hey, it's my newsletter, and the UTM medium, you're saying it's my email, and UTM campaign, summer sale, this is an example. So it could be anything that you want to type in for these values, right, based on your requirement. So how do you set this up? So if you go to MassMailer setup, you got to go to tracking settings actually. So that's the main tab, and then under which email event tracking settings. There's something called use default Google Analytics parameters. So you just have to disable that, meaning you should not be setting this up. You basically have to disable this use default Google Analytics parameters, which means it's going to let you use the custom UTM parameters, right? And once you have done that, that's step one. Now you can actually add the UTM parameters to the links in your template. So it could be a domain, and then you can add these kind of parameters to your template links. So UTM source, UTM medium, and UTM campaign, and these three can be changed based on your need. Okay. And then if you wanted the default UTM values, right, then you should basically enable that use default Google Analytics parameters thing. So that's the kind of a difference. If you wanted custom, then disable that. If you wanted the default UTM values, just enable that use default Google Analytics parameters. So if you do that, you don't need to do anything. We can add the UTM parameters for you automatically, but it comes like this. So this is the UTM source, sendgrid.com, UTM medium email, UTM campaign website. So these are the default values, but I'm assuming that this is not what you wanted, because every campaign you want to test it out. Make sure you track the performance. So our assumption is that you're actually going to use the custom UTM values. So whatever I kind of explained to you earlier is what you need to do. So basically disable this particular, the flag on the page. So if you want to take a look at that in MassMailer, quite easy. So all you have to do is just go to MassMailer setup. Okay, and then go to tracking settings, under which you will see email event tracking settings. So if you enable this, then you're using the default Google Analytics parameters. Actually just keeping it the way it is disabled, which means that I'm actually will be able to use custom parameters. So let's take a look at it. I have Google Analytics demo, and then here, since I'm going to use the custom one, so I have two links here. I just added the links. So the default UTM and the custom UTM parameters. So if I go here, it actually shows you the custom values. As you can see here, I have the UTM source and the UTM medium and the UTM campaign. All of that has been already entered. So that should be good enough. And if I want to send an email, it's quite easy. All I need to do is just go ahead and save this. And then I would just go to a send test. Actually, before that, you got to click on the save to Salesforce and make sure it saves. And then do a send test. So I'm actually sending it from a different email address, and I would send it to myself. And let's just say select contact, and then let's say that. And then send test. So that would basically send a test email to me, and I will go ahead and take a look at the email that I would be receiving. So I received this email, and let's take a look at the URL parameter values. Okay. So this is the latest one that I just received. This is what we modified. I'm going to go ahead and click on this custom UTM params, and that should basically show you the custom values that we just added. As you can see, UTM source and UTM medium and UTM campaign, whatever I added in that particular link is what is being shown, right? And if I, again, wanted the default values to be shown again, I don't think that you would really want to do this, but just as a demonstration, if you wanted the default values to be shown, and I'll go back here, I'll show you what I have here. So it has nothing, right? So this one doesn't have anything. The default UTM parameter should be getting added here. So again, I already saved this same template. I'm going to go do a quick test here. I would do the same thing, and I would do send test. And then we're gonna see how the UTM parameter values are getting added. So just to refresh this, the default one for the first link. So once I receive the email, I would go click open that so you can kind of understand. So I just received this email 0 minutes ago. So this is the one default UTM parameter values. And if I click open that, that has the default values, which is sendgate.com and email and website. So this is basically the default values. And as you can see, this is custom values. So based on how you want to kind of track the campaign performance, you can do the setups. So if you disable this, then you have flexibility to add your own custom UTM parameter values. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Any questions? Feel free to let me know right now. Okay, seems like no questions. Once again, this is a weekly webinar scheduled every Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific. You can join our next webinar next Thursday. We publish this on our website as well as social links, social channels that we have. And if you have any further questions, feel free to contact me or contact our company. And here is our contact information. If you're new to MassMailer, feel free to get in a trial. You get a free 15-day trial, and we can also help you with the trial as well. And if you're new to our YouTube channel, feel free to go ahead and subscribe. Just go to YouTube, type in MassMailer, you'd find our channel and subscribe to it. And you can also click on the bell icon so you can actually get the notifications whenever new videos are posted. Once again, thank you so much for joining our webinar today. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Thank you. Bye-bye.